Welcome to the VR News Blast for November 27, delivered by myself, your friendly, VR-obsessed entity with the inexpressive voice, Immersed Robot.
Immersed Robot.
In a November 20 blog post on Oculus's website, it was announced that as a birthday celebration for Oculus Link, Facebook would be giving away the hit PC title, Asgard's Wrath, to new Quest 2 buyers. Originally it was posted that any new buyer of the Quest 2, who activates their Quest from November 20 and then proceed to use it with a linked cable, would receive the game in their accounts automatically. This caused understandable annoyance from the people who had purchased a Quest 2 between launch and that specified date, since they were not eligible for the offer. Many of the community felt that this was effectively punishing the early adopters, and after online criticism of the decision, Oculus posted a Twitter response. In this tweet, Oculus said, quote, "Thank you to everyone who shared concerns about the Quest 2, Asgard's Wrath promotion timing. Your candid feedback, support, and enthusiasm are what make this platform a success. The promotion is now available to those who purchased a Quest 2 between September 16 and November 20, 2020. End quote. In order for those who fall in this bracket, they should contact Oculus support and send them a PDF of their proof of purchase. Oculus will then get back to them with details on how to obtain their copy of Asgard's Wrath. I myself have gone through this process already, and I'm happy to report I now have a copy of the game in my Oculus library, so make sure to take time to go through these steps and claim yours if you get a chance." In other news for Oculus Quest, it was stated this week by Facebook Reality Labs product manager, Clarama Dorvillias, that the promised off-store app distribution for Quest will be coming in the first part of next year. The initiative, originally announced in June, promises an alternative way for developers to get their apps on Oculus Quest headsets, bypassing the notoriously rigid requirements for the official store. Previously, the only way to get such titles on the headset was to manually side-load them or use a more convenient alternative like SideQuest. While this might initially sound like bad news for the SideQuest platform, the details of how this new unlisted apps section will work seem to point to a more symbiotic relationship. The unlisted app section in Quest will rely on a distributable link for developers to share. This will allow anyone with a link to load the app onto their headset, and it will be listed in a separate section to those obtained through the official store. In this sense, SideQuest could very much become a centralized repository for these links, and users can treat it as a one-stop shop for all their unofficial titles, very much to how it operates now. We'll see further clarification regarding this when the new system begins to roll out early next year. In a world where patents are almost constant, yet frustratingly intangible recurring news stories, why not one more? A new Sony patent published this week, although originally filed back in 2016, shows various details on features of a possible future VR headset by the makers of PlayStation. The abstract contained within the patent filing states that, quote, "A sensor generates signals representing whether a computer game headset is being worn properly so that the wearer may be advised. The sensor may be a pressure sensor or motion sensor or stretch sensor on the headset, or it may be a camera that images the wearer and uses image recognition to determine if the headset is on correctly." End quote. One of the images contained within the patent also shows a haptic feedback unit on the front of the headset, although this is being described for a use which we might not be familiar with. Reading further into the patent, it describes this haptic unit as being used to encourage users to wear the headset properly. Quote, "In addition, or alternatively, haptic feedback may be provided using the haptic generator. As an example, the haptic generator may be activated to shake the wearer's head up and down to indicate correct wear, or left and right to indicate poor wear. As another example, the haptic generator may be actuated to produce a relatively gentle, bad shake that escalates to a progressively violent shake if the wearer does not take corrective action." End quote. So basically, I guess if you don't wear this headset properly, it will shake your head to oblivion as some kind of punishment. Whether we'll see anything tangible come out of this patent is yet to be seen, but time will tell. Some good news for simulator fans now with an update from Microsoft regarding VR support on their latest flight simulator game, which was released in August this year. With beta VR support trialed for the HP Reverb G2 headset over the past few weeks, Microsoft have now announced that all PC VR headset owners will be able to enjoy the game from December 23. Microsoft Flight Simulator is extremely demanding on hardware, even when experienced on a monitor. The minimum PC requirements for the VR beta was reported as being a GTX 1080 GPU or equivalent card with at least 8GB of VRAM, an Intel i5-8400 CPU, 16GB of system RAM, and 150GB of hard drive space. So expect this game to push your gaming PC to its very limits. Nevertheless, I'm looking forward to trying this one myself next month. Just before I go, a quick word on the sales currently taking place on both Steam and the Oculus Store. There are a number of VR titles discounted at the moment to varying degrees on both these stores, so don't forget to check them out if you get time over the weekend. Titles include big hitters such as Half-Life Alyx and Boneworks, so don't miss out. Well, that's pretty much it for this video. Please hesitantly tap the like button, and if it's not too much of an inconvenience, then please also subscribe to this channel for more VR-focused content. I'll see you all on the flippity flip.